So we're here at Mount Olive Station, which to me is probably the most minimal train station you could have, but it's pretty cool. My goal today is I want to find a part of the Morris Canal that I'm not so sure a lot of people go on. I mean, maybe they do. We'll find out when we get there. Let me show a little bit more of the station. Check it out a little bit. Just get a passenger's point of view. It's New Year's Eve today. Days like this are usually when I'm able to get my videos made. Looks in pretty good condition. Let's sit here and wait for our train. This is, I guess it's New Jersey Transit is what the line's called now. I call it the Morris and Essex. I know it's changed hands and changed names. It's probably technically New Jersey Transit Line, something or other now. I call it the Morris and Essex because I always know what I'm talking about. Down the pike a little bit towards Waterloo, where it mixes up with the Sussex branch, and there's a turntable pit, and there's different beds. It can get a little confusing. So that's why I call this the M&E. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hop over the tracks, quite illegally, I'm sure. But it's not our intention to trespass or cause any trouble. Just want to... I used Google Maps, and I find that if you scan back through different years, sometimes there's, every year or two there's a new photo from satellite, and if you can get one with the leaves off the trees, you can much more easily make out things that you might be looking for. And that's actually how I found parts of the Morris Canal that I'm looking for. There is a couple cars in the Mount Olive Station parking lot. I'm not sure if they're out here hiking or not. It might be. I drove over past the end of the Sussex branch at Waterloo Road, the trailhead there, and there was a good 15-20 cars in there. So there's a lot of people out today, which is great. I mean, that's the whole idea, isn't it? I'm trying talking for the first time while filming. Haven't really had the nerve to do that yet, but I'll give it a shot. This is a good video to try it in because I'm not trying to find some history and do voiceovers or talk about that history. I don't really have any. It's the Morris Canal. There's a lot of people who know a heck of a lot more about the Morris Canal than I do, for sure. So let's pause for a minute. I'll hike along. This camera's actually kind of heavy. And see you in a couple minutes. Okay, so we're about a couple minutes from where I paused before, and it didn't take as long as I thought at all to find the towpath. It's here. It's probably a little hard to see via filming, but it's pretty evident here. I'll follow it along. And there is a fence to separate it from the M&E line, and that's where it goes up to Route 80. Now I had seen from Route 80, it looked like part of the towpath Not sure if it was for maintenance reasons, or I'm not sure, but it looked like somebody kept up here, kept the grass mowed, and I'd like to try to find out. You can see it's a little bit difficult to cross. Initially, there's a lot of water separating the railroad track and the old canal towpath, but up here it appears to be sort of maybe a mudslide or something, or maybe it was intentional, I don't know. But I should be able to get across. One thing that is definitely the case, I have found here in northwest New Jersey, is pricker bushes are a real danger. No kidding. They get so thick along these railroad former right-of-ways and canal towpaths and things that, especially if you're up high, it's going to be part of another video, but I was up pretty high on an unused portion of the Sussex branch of the Lackawanna, and you're pretty far up there where I was, and the pricker bushes will take you down, and that would be a bad day to come tumbling off of the fill like that. So I'm gonna put the camera down and try to do this without breaking my neck, and see you in a second. Okay, I'm on the towpath. I thought this was the prism over on this side. But it looks like this is really the original prism here, as far as I can tell. Again, I'm trying not to slide down and break my back. Let's try to go along this. My camera angles get weird. I apologize for that. I kind of have to watch where I'm going here, and I'm just holding the camera where I think probably looks good. This is the tape camera, something I really wanted to do. I didn't want to use some of the newer stuff because it just seems like everybody does. So just wanted to get a different idea, I guess. As I was saying about these bushes, it's rough. I'm not too worried about, pins and needles so much as I am them wrapping around my ankle, and then I'm out here, and I think it would be quite a while before somebody noticed me out here with a broken ankle. Okay, this is the Morris and Essex up here. That's Route 80 up here. That's where we're headed. Hopefully we don't draw attention to ourselves for trespassing or anything, or maybe it's okay. I don't know. Somebody might have been in here not too long ago, or if you look right through here, it kind of looks like maybe somebody was tromping through, similar to what I'm doing right now. Trail certainly not blazed, I can tell you that. Going through is a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be honest. Boy, that Sussex fill over by Route 80, that was rough. I was happy when I finally got myself down out of there. That'll be a different video, I think. All right, let me take a break here for a minute. Okay, so we're a few steps further than where we were, and still facing Route 80, but I found something here that looks like at some point in the 20th century, I assume, there was a road fill or something across the canal prism. And for anybody who's in the canals, let me know if I'm using the word prism wrong. I think I got it right. But see, here we are. Here's the passageway, but I'm standing on what appears to be a road. So, but when I get up here just a few more steps, that vanishes. So I'm not sure what that's all about. We're coming up here just a little bit, see if we can see anything, and I really don't. You know, if they were mining or something that would cause them to need to take the trucks across here, I would expect to see rows of stone walls. Oh, actually, I do. I do. Here's one right here. Look at that. Okay, so here's a stone wall. When I was a kid, we used to call them farm walls. I don't really think that's quite accurate, but I'm sure they were used for farming as well. But here we go. Here's this wall going off into the distance. For perspective, there's Route 80. See, you can hear the traffic. Oh, you can see them through the trees a little bit. And then kind of stops here. That's the last stone. Let's head back down. Okay, we're back to the towpath. Gonna start heading up towards Route 80. You know, if you look at the canal, it almost seems underutilized. I don't mean for transportation of goods and materials anymore, but if you think about it, the preserved portions elsewhere in the state, some of them are just about this size. The one in Wharton is, I would say, certainly not, or maybe it's about the same, but certainly not much larger than this one. Almost seems underutilized. Now we're going to get to an area where the prickle bushes are going to get very aggressive once again. I might have to put the camera down. So far, so good. So I don't know the correct word or the terminology for what I'm calling pricker bushes. I grew up in Sussex County, Sparta specifically. Sparta, with a lot of my summers were spent in Newton. Later lived in Lafayette for quite a few years. I still live close by. And we always called those suckers pricker bushes. If I ever hear somebody say that, hey, you from Sussex County, man? All right, let me navigate these logs and stuff. 1 second. Okay, made it through there. My goal is I just wanted to reach Route 80 and see what it looked like. I wondered if maybe there was a waterway underneath the Route 80 fill or something. I later realized that's very unlikely. And I'm sure we're not going to find that. But I just want to see what it looks like. You know? Why not? Again, I feel like I'm going to fall down and break my neck sometimes here. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. This pond here is actually really nice. I'm not sure if it has a name or not. Coming up on the end. We'll get to see, I'll see if I can climb over those rocks. See what that looks like. Check it out. Oh! There is a passage for water. I don't think anybody's going to be crossing through there. Let's hop on over. Okay, so here we are. The start of the towpath on this side of Route 80, and there is not much to see, but we made it. You don't always find what you're looking for, but kind of did this time. All right, the rocks are just here to, I'm not sure why they did that. Alright, I'm going to head back to the spot where I first got onto this part of the towpath, and I want to carry it, or walk it, I mean, because I think the further area, I'm not sure if that makes it up to Plane 4 West or not, or if we would have to cross Route 80 again. I think we would have to cross Route 80 again. I know what I'm talking about when I'm looking at a map. Sometimes you get a little disoriented trying to find these spots walking in the woods. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back where we started. There's that electrical box again. Let's take a walk this way and see if it's even navigable. I mentioned a few minutes ago that I thought maybe one or two other people had been going through here. I don't think so, though. The droppings I'm seeing make me think that what I took for people is probably the deer running along here. And also, oftentimes, even if you're in a spot where you don't think there's been a lot of foot traffic because it's overgrown and everything, but you'll still a fair enough amount of times find sawed tree limbs and things like that, and even if they look like they were done 20 years ago, nonetheless somebody'd been through. You know, this is getting a little difficult up here. I also see a postage sign. Everyone's favorite post-it note when you're hiking. Let's see if we can make it over there. Sorry. It's a little bit difficult walking here. Okay. See that up there? Let's see why that's there. Let me put the camera down for a second. Okay, so we're a little closer now. There's evidence of some stuff in here. There's a stone wall alongside the prism. There's some barrels and things that look a bit fresher. Sorry if I should pan a little more slowly. Coming up on these posted signs. A lot of times these have dates on them, and you can kind of get an idea how often someone's checking up on the area, because they'll be dated. And that's what we're going to see if we can see right now. Oh, all right. Okay. Private property. CNR. Now, this isn't the first time I've seen that. I've seen CNR over, well, also still in this area. But what I was looking for was there was some kind of path, maybe it was the Morris Canal, I'm not sure, over where Waterloo Valley Road crosses the Morris and Essex line. And just on the side of that, looks like not a towpath, but a right-of-way. And it had those same CNR initials on them. And I'm wondering, did I somehow make it onto a right-of-way for a railroad, and that's the towpath over there? This is definitely the prism, I would say. This construction I'm on looks a little bit more like railroad money, to be honest. I could be wrong about that, but it's quite defined, straight, very flat. Hope I don't run into any hunters out here. That'd be an interesting way to end the video. I gotta get over this stuff. Alright, I'm a little further down, not too far. 50 steps or so, but it still looks to me, I think this is part of a railroad line. And that over there, somehow back that way, somehow they crossed or I crossed. I'd have to get over there, but that honestly looks like the towpath to me. And this looks very similar to the way the Sussex branch fell looks as it approaches Route 80. And you see the height here? I'm gonna say that's railroad money that did that. I'm not a historian. I don't pretend to be. So if I'm wrong about anything, let me know. Not even sure if a video like this would get that much traction, to be honest. This is tough. This is what I was talking about when I was saying that the pricker bushes can start to make it truly dangerous, not just an annoyance. I almost would be better off going down off the road and walking alongside it. If I see an easy spot to do that, I very well may take that opportunity. This is getting a little crazy. All right. Emergency temporarily over. Getting a runny nose out here. It's good. Get everything flowing. So yeah, again, look at the height of this. If you can see that. Through a recording, that is. But it's, and it's not the tallest one around, but it's considerable. So I'd be curious to know what I'm walking along. And on the other side there, it still continues along. It still continues, what I mean to say is, it still continues to look like that might be the towpath on that side. Somebody's probably going to send me an email and tell me you're wrong about everything since you got out of the car. That's okay. Honestly, part of the reason I'm out here is to find out. Get some exercise. Learn about my beautiful home state, New Jersey. Okay, I'm still on this, and I think I was right about what I was called, not exactly, well yeah, the towpath. I'll tell you why, because I found just now, I'm sure the canal historians know all about this, but this is exciting. I did not know this was here. I think I just found a plane. Let's go down in here and see what it is. So yeah, this is the canal, the prism, and then look here. What's the name of these stones again? Gliders or something, I don't remember. I know there's a term for it. I did not know this was here. I think I might have suspected it from using a Morris Canal overlay map on top of Google Maps. If you've ever done that one, that's a great one. But just look at this. Wow. This is something else. This is fantastic. Over here, what do you want to say? Is that more modern? Probably, right? Had drained through. Let's take some more look at these. Let's take some more looks at these stones. I don't know what I'm looking at too much here. They have holes drilled in them. Sorry about the zoom there. This has got a square cutout in it. Look at that. There's got to be, well, just roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 15 or so of these on either side. Is this a plane or a lock? The truth is, I don't know how to tell the difference. Let me climb to the top of this and see how far this goes. Oh boy. Hope I'm recording. Okay, this goes up a lot further than I thought. I'd say there's more like at least 30 of these. I don't know what to call them. Gliders? Gliding stones? So, I guess there would be an apparatus up here with cables to pull the barge up. Boy, I thought this was going to be a hiking video, and I made a discovery. Not to everybody. I'm sure there's plenty of people that know this is here, but I made a discovery for myself, and that's pretty dang exciting. Well, there's no hunters here, even though they certainly could be. Look at that. Huh? Don't hunt on my canal. Let's walk up a little bit and see if there's any more, and then we're going to come back and just jump for joy a little bit, a few more times over that find, because that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. All right, I got to put the camera down. I'm approaching Route 80 again. I thought I would be. I just want to see what it looks like. I got to put the camera down to get over there, though. Okay, so that's where we just came from. That's where I had to put the camera down. But look here. Here's the head of the, I'm going to call it a plane, for lack of better understanding. It looks pretty interesting down in here, if I can get there. I'm going to give it a shot. Look at this path to get there. Look at this. This is Pricker Bush City. It's one of my favorite songs. All right, see you in a minute. Now this is really something. So we're on the other side of what I thought was the head, or the top, or whatever it's supposed to be called, of that plane, but there's more of it on this side. This is just amazing. Looks like it went all the way down. Look at this. It looks like it went all the way down to where Route 80 eventually cut through. And look at this. Look at this. Look, some of this stone, some of these glider stones have slid down over time. They're into the prism. But look at the construction here. Look at this. I gotta hang on to trees so I don't fall down and become a canal casualty. Wow. I might try to get down in there and give a sort of, well, we can pretend we're a boatman. That would be fun, right? Let's see if we can get down there. Well, I could right here, but I might have to. All right, let me put you down while I figure this out. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Look over here. What is that? And there's something. This is definitely interesting. Whoa. I don't want to die on camera, or at all for that matter. But we're coming along. So I think that this was a railway that went alongside the canal. Not sure which one yet. I don't know if this is a house or a furnace. Oh boy. Let's get in there and find out. Let's find out. We're moving right along here. Boy, I passed by this a zillion times in my life. All right. Let me get a little closer. All right, so we're just behind that structure, which I'm thinking might have been a house. It has windows. Just to give you a perspective where we are on Route 80. Can I zoom all the way in and see that sign? Okay, it gives you some idea, okay? Now, I think this house might have had a driveway here. It seems like it. And during the construction of Route 80, they put that stop bar there. The driveway might have come up around here, and they parked their horse and buggy somewhere next to this building. And it's pretty sizable. So I'm going to go back and forth, up and down, try to give you an idea of how big it is. A lot of it's collapsed, but there are some cool angles here. Okay, so I'm on the right of way. I had to come a bit far down just because of the size of this home. I couldn't fit it all in without a wide angle adapter, which I don't have with me right now. That is, boy, there's a nice old house right there. Right there. Look at that. Let me try to find some other angles that demonstrate. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say that it's getting mixed up for me. I'm getting very mixed up on what is the railroad, which I believe there is one here. What is the canal? I think I know we came in on the other side, but I think this is the canal here. I think it goes right up there to that side. This is a two-story house for sure. There's a window, what's left of a window frame on the second story. I'm gonna look maybe on the inside and see if I can tell if there's areas where the ceiling joists would have gone across. I'd like to see that. Let's see if we can check it out. Well, try as I might, I'm not seeing that for ceiling joists. It's possible I just don't have a trained enough eye to see what it would be. Thought I did. I'm standing here above the basement. I think I'm probably at ground level. I think that this collapse is the pieces of the outer structure falling in and filling in the basement a little bit. There's garbage in there. Not a lot. No, there's no evidence of, people or kids or whatever in here drinking and breaking glass and stuff. I'm not seeing that. Let me see if I can get another perspective on this, though. Okay, here we are on the other side. Look at some of the stone fitting. And, ow. And, I see mortar. This isn't just stone, this is, well, it's pre-cement, I would say. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here's another view of it, kind of similar to the one when we walked up. When I first walked up, I wondered if it was a furnace. Not with windows, it wasn't. Let's just take a look at the driveway, see if there's any remnants. I mean, there is a little bit, only in the sense that you can see where material is moved along to make a path where you could pull your wagon up, or maybe an automobile later. And that's on both sides. A little more pronounced on the other side, but so that's what we're looking at here. This may have even been a road. Hard to say. There was a network of roads in here, one of them being Waterloo Valley Road, which I'm sure a lot of people know about. There's still an abandoned house on that road. I found another one that came after the Sussex branch, amazingly, because they removed part of the Sussex branch fill to put that road in, and I found one older map from maybe, well, not older, had to be from the 70s, which is a little older, I guess, but that map showed another road coming off of Waterloo Valley Road, close to where that other abandoned house is, the white one, and they called it Towpath Road. Now that Towpath Road runs right along, right about where that car is, right there. And we're certainly not walking across Route 80, but you can get to it through the Morris Canal Greenway area. They have paths to make that accessible. Even though the Waterloo Valley Road and Towpath Road, they're paved, but they are certainly a difficult walk. And you will fall down with a camera in your hand. I know. All right, let's head back up. All right, we're a little further up. House and the highway are back that way. Remember what I was saying about you can kind of tell sometimes when people have been through, even if it's been a really long time? That's what I'm talking about. And that might be why this path is, while it's overgrown, it's still kind of usable. All right. Okay, we're a little further up still. There was definitely stuff going on in here. This is it's a pit, and it's a very purposeful pit. What that purpose is or was, I do not know. But it's rectangular, goes down probably about 5 feet. And again, notice how high up we are here. You can see it, especially. I really feel this was a railroad fill alongside the canal. All right, let's head up. All right, we're back up here. I got lost over that way for a while. Not lost, but mixed up. And when the prickly bushes get thick, they'll take you down, trust me. Okay, let's come on back up. It's amazing how far some of this plastic makes it into the woods. It'll like fly off a car or something. How did that happen? All right. Let's see if we can get down inside the prison. Oh, I gotta put the camera down again. This is difficult. Okay, I'm over on the other side of the canal. There's the plane. And I had mentioned that I wanted to get across and see if I was right, that one side is a railroad and the other side is a towpath. I'm pretty convinced. I'll tell you the difference, which may show up here, is the towpath is a lot thinner. And it twists and turns. Now, I know there's such a thing as the Sussex County mine road that looks like this, but this isn't that. That's in another direction, way back that way. I don't think that the Sussex mine came through here. Oh, here we go with another structure. This is just unbelievable. The things that are out here to see. How amazing. How amazing. I know, it's rocks, I know, but they're amazing rocks. This looks like a stairwell. It is. This is a stairwell. All right, here, let me get back. Boom. There's a hinge probably from the door before the door rotted away a century ago. Wow. I wonder if, I don't know too much about rocks, but I wonder if this structure burned. Just a curiosity, because not that there's any wood remains left, but see how the rocks look like that? I wonder what someone else would think, if they think that looks charred or not. Maybe, right? Look, and they have it all the way around, right over to the other side as well. Can't believe we found a staircase. Whew. Well, I didn't realize this is going to be so much fun today. All right, let's see what else we can find. Okay, we're back up on the towpath after making a loop to find our potentially burned down building. You know, and a thought occurred to me about that house that we found. That had to have been the plane tender's house. Construction looks right, arrow-wise. And I don't think those things operated on their own. That had to be what that was. I wonder if that's documented anywhere. I'd like to find out if it was. I say that's just magnificent. Okay. We might take a look inside the prism again. Yeah, let's do that. Let's head on down. Okay, so now we're down inside the canal. Here's the start of the plane with what I'm calling glider stones. I know there's another term for it that I can't remember. And let's walk up. This is kind of a historical view. Coming up from Phillipsburg, passing through Stanhope. This is what they saw. Although I do think, I've seen plenty of evidence all over the place, I do think that Sussex County has been mowed down by mining operations more than once since about the 1600s or so. A lot of younger trees. Not always. Someone's always going to contradict on that, but a lot of younger trees. Here's a metal box, dated 1652. No. We're going to continue up on the historical view. Boatman, or boat kid, if I understand right. Sometimes the captain might be a boy, maybe temporarily, but it still could be. Pretty filled with trees here. I'm probably gonna have to climb up and around. All right, I have to put the camera down for that. I came back up on the road. There's a towpath on the other side. It's just too difficult in the canal. Ain't gonna happen. All right. We'll walk on a little bit more, and then we'll see if we want to extend this little adventure or wrap it up. We'll see. All right. See you in a bit. I know I came through this once, but I'm gonna have to go down off the road. Let's see if I can do this without killing myself. Oh boy. Slippery leaves. Whoa. Morris Canal. Oh boy, that's much nicer over here. You can see the Morris and Essex. See that 3 times fast? Oh, I can't. Now I'm thinking about this. I've said now a whole bunch of times that that looks like a railroad. The truth of it is, I just don't know that it is. It's up tall like one. I'm not sure that the canal was ever, I think the canal was more dug out than it was built up for a towpath, I think. I don't know. I'm learning. But you know where it said CNR? I'd like to know who that is or what that is. I know I'm on their property, but at the very least, we're not causing any trouble other than being here. Small electrical box over there. Pretty neat. All right, I'm gonna head up. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back up near the Morris and Essex line again. Now, if this is indeed a rail line, a right-of-way coming off of Morris and Essex, having trouble saying that word. I remember reading in one of the books, I don't remember if it was the Sussex Branch Memorial book, or maybe it was in an article, that the Morris and Essex, this one is not the original. That a lot of it is on top of the original, but some of it is shifted slightly off. And I wonder if that's what we're looking at here. I can't quite make out. See now, maybe the towpath and the line that we're talking about shared the same points at different parts of history? Because I don't know how. I don't know. There's no discernible towpath on my right-hand side here until we get further down, and then there certainly is one. It's unmistakable. So did it cross over? How did it do that? Is that why there's all these rocks here? Was that a bridge abutment of some kind? I don't know. All right, we're just about out of tape, and I've pretty much covered everything going this direction. I'm going to see if I can head up to the new line and have a safe walk back. Whew. Yes, we can. How far back are we? So we're not too far off from where we were. That was where we walked in the first time. All right. That's about all. Have a good one.